Hi, I'm Erin Madsen with 300dpi.com by GCWV. For both beginner or seasoned digi-scrappers, templates can become your best friend. All the hard work is done for you. Simply mask in your elements into the layout, add a few embellishments, and you have a professional looking layout in a fraction of the time. Let me show you how fun and addicting templates can be in a layout that I made using the new 300 DPI kit Eco.
First, I'm going to open up a new document. File New and a 12 by 12 page. So here we have it. Now I'm going to open up my template, have it saved right here. And as you can see on the layers palette, each element is saved on its own layer so that we can manipulate each layer. That's kind of the key to templates, which also makes them so easy. So I'm going to highlight all of the layers in the template by holding down Shift and clicking on the bottom, and we're just going to drag the template into our new document. I'm going to close out my template so that I know that I'm not saving on top of the template. That's the great thing about templates, is you can use them over and over as many times as you want. Just don't save it. Just don't save over it so you can keep using it. So here are all of our layers, and I'm going to open up my pattern papers that I want to mask on top of these layers. So I'm going to Control Open and grab my prints. All of these elements are from 300 DPI's new kit Eco, which is a really versatile kind of earthy looking kit, and I love it. I love the color scheme that they've used in it. So we'll go to Window, Arrange, Tile, and we'll drag all of our printed papers into our layout. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this print's my favorite, this circle kind of flower print. Okay, so we've gotten all of them into our layout, and what we're going to do, we're going to drag each layer above the element we want it to replace. So if I want my green circle to be full of this print right here, so I'm going to drag it right above it. I want my brown printed paper to be my background, so I'm going to put it above the blue background piece. And this red piece, I'm going to make 2 other copies of it by just dragging down to the New Layer button, because I have 3 layers of photo mats that I want each of them to go on. So each one is going to go above our black box, which is our photo mats. Okay, so all of them are arranged, but looking at it, you probably think, okay, this isn't right, so what do I need to do? We'll hold down the Alt key, and we're just going to click in between the 2 layers to mask into the pieces of the template. It's that easy. You'll see it all starting to come together. There we go. So, you know, this has taken me about 2.5 minutes, and I have just a basic layout already done without my pictures. So before we bring in our pictures, I have this top layer right here, layer 2, is actually an overlay, which you can see it kind of gives a different look to the printed paper. I'm going to lock that. If you go up to this little keypad, if you just click lock when you have the layer selected, it's going to lock it so when we start bringing in our pictures, it's going to grab that layer instead of our pictures. And so let's just lock it so that we don't, you know, drag that around instead of the elements that we actually want. Well, first off, I see this text block right here, these journaling lines, and it's called text. And I'm just going to hit delete because I know that that doesn't work with my layout. So that's what I love about templates also, is that everything is editable. So if you don't want a certain photo, if I didn't want this photo, I could delete it. Everything, nothing is set in stone, so you can really personalize it and make it your own. Okay, let's bring in our pictures. Control and Open. I'm going to hold down the Shift and highlight all 3 of these pictures. Okay, let's do Window, Tile. I'm going to bring them all in. I'm going to kind of put it around the area that I know I want. I know I want this big one as the big picture. This other family will go on top, and this bottom picture will be the just the kids. And these are my cute next door neighbors that, you know, if you could have a perfect next door neighbor, this would be this family. So I'm going to click on each photo and kind of make it a little bigger than the mat that we're going to fill. So let's just kind of eyeball it and kind of put it right over the mat. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to mask our photos into the layout. So this one, just make it a little bigger just by dragging the corners. And then this last one of the kids. So cute. Okay, so then I'm going to drag the photos to go over the layers of the white squares that I know I want to fill. So this big one's in the right spot. This layer 7, the top one, I want right here above the white square. And this one I want right above for the bottom. Then we'll just hit our Alt, hold down Alt, and mask each of these pictures into the back of our white pieces. So there you go. Okay, that one looks pretty good. This one I can tell I need to move it down. So I'm just going to use my nudge key, which is your arrow keys, which will just nudge the pictures to the left and to the right. And I always seem to use my little arrows to nudge things around in my layouts. So that looks good. Okay, so far this looks awesome. And all I'm going to do is add a few embellishments from the Eco Kit, and let me just show you the finished layout that I have. Right here, I've just added a printed paper strip, a brad, a saying, and there you go. Simple layout that you could change out with a different kit and make it look totally different. So thanks for watching this tutorial. Be sure to go on over to 300dpi.com to check out the latest tutorials, the latest talk on the message boards and the idea gallery, and definitely the best digital kits out on the web. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in early 2010 for our new online digital software, where you'll be able to create photo books and order them straight through 300dpi.com.